Hello dear students, welcome to the E-class of Mathematics, class 9. Congratulations, you all are promoted to class 9. Now see, you have a lot of responsibility. You have completed classes 1 to 8. Now moving to the class 9, that means you are entering the high school section. So now only 2 years left, standard class 9 and class 10. So it is not same as the traditional classes 1 to 8. In class 9, there are lot of things you have to learn, the new things. So that, the laziness should be removed from your mind. Now you have to be more energetic because we are going to learn a lot of new things in this class that will carry to the next class, standard 10. So of course I will be with you, so I need your cooperation. Learn in a regular basis, in a regular time. If you find this mathematics as some kind of difficulty, nothing but you need to keep an extra time for doing this mathematics. Usually you spend a lot of time for other subject, but if you feel maths it is difficult to crack, so we need to give an extra time, that means half an hour, 1 hour, especially for this mathematics. So let us begin. All the best. And one more thing, so remember your parents. Now it's time to take new admission, re-admission in standard 9. So ask your parents to do that immediately. So the school office is open, you can come and take new admission in the 9th standard. Usually we do the school life 3 times. First of all, when you first time you are admitting into LKG classes, then after LKG and UKG, then first standard, again we need to take new admission in the first standard. Now you are entering to the high school section, so you need to take re-admission into the 9th standard. So please tell your parents whenever the time permits. If time, ask the parents' time availability, then they can come to the school office. I know it's a lockdown situation. I'm not compelling. If you are free enough to come here and take the admission and do it, and it's up to you, okay? But we need to do the re-admission. We need to take re-admission in 9th standard. Okay. So now let us enter the mathematics world. Now I am beginning with the first chapter. Here it is given, the first chapter, class 9 mathematics, first chapter, number systems. So we are going to start with the number systems. So very simple chapter. We all are very familiar with these numbers. We are dealing with numbers for many years. Mathematics, that means itself the game of numbers. So now here we are going to learn the number systems, and it is useful for this chapter, is useful for the standard 10. Standard 10 also, the first chapter is the real numbers. So learn the same thing you need to carry to the next class. So learn thoroughly, and the basement should be there, and if you have good basement and the your life will be strong enough to be stay on. Now, the number systems and quantity of marks from this chapter, we can expect at least 10 marks for the first term examination, and it will be little bit different from for the annual examination, because annual examination, you know, the new pattern, the whole test will be there, so it's a little bit different. But the first term examination, you can expect 10 marks, and 3 questions carries 1 mark. So weight of mass, you can expect 3 questions which carries 1 mark, and 2 questions which carries 2 marks, and 1 question carries 3 marks. Okay, then altogether a total of 10 marks will be asked from this chapter. So very important. So 10 marks is very important. So 3 questions 1 mark, that is 3 mark. 2 questions 2 mark, 2 to 4. 4 plus 3, 7, and remaining 10 marks. 1 question which carries 3 marks. Okay, now altogether 10 marks. First of all, and we will discuss about number line. Number line. What is number line? Is very familiar? Nothing? Only draw a line here. You can see a line here, and numbers putting neatly on that particular line. But there is a rule. Line is contains full of points, so you can select points wherever it is necessary. So you can see the number line, the center it is 0. In the center it is 0. I have put the right side equal distance. I have put points equal distance on the right side, and it is written 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, and the right side of 0. In the center 0, right side is 0, equal distance. You need to put the points at an equal distance. You can see in our scale the centimeters are marked at an equal distance. On the other side, inches marked in an equal distance. So the same way, you need to put points at an equal distance and write 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now, looking at the left side of 0, same way, putting points at an equal distance, but it is written as representing as -1, -2, -3, -4, -5. So, simply you can say the right side, the number line, right, the center is 0 and right side is 0, positive integers, and left side of 0, negative integers. When you start at the center of the number line, that is 0, when you walking right side, then you will get positive integers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that way, when you travel on the right side of number line, then you will get a positive integers. And again, you are standing at the center, 0 mark, and walking the left side, -1, -2, -3, -4, -5. So this is the way you need to put the numbers on the number line. So the center it is 0, and the right side positive integers, and the left side is negative integers. It's very important how to represent a number line. Now, moving forward, we are going to discuss about the different types of numbers, or the classification of numbers. Classification of numbers. Types of numbers, or different groups of numbers is very important. and it's very useful for the 10th class. So this year itself, learn properly. Keep it in your memory. So read again and again. Revise repeatedly. Then you can keep it in your mind permanently. Just like computer. You can save permanently in your mind, so that you can retrieve whenever it is necessary. That is what we are doing in the computer. Making documents, project presentations, artwork, drawing, everything. And what we are doing? Saving it your folder, so that you can retrieve at any time after many years. So that is the advantage of computer. So our brain is nothing less than the computer. Our brain is a supercomputer. So you can keep it in your mind. So you can save it in your mind, so that you can retrieve, you can call by, you can search whenever it is necessary, then you can call by, retrieve. Okay, so classification numbers. The first one is natural numbers. Natural numbers. And natural numbers, of course, you are very familiar with natural numbers, and it is representing by capital letter N. So I request, please take your page number 2. You might have brought the new book. If not, you can purchase immediately. It's not compulsory to purchase a new one, so you can adjust with the old one from your brother, elder brother, or your friend. So now you can adjust with that old book. So when you are listening, watching this video, at the same time, you open your textbook and read these small things. Particularly, this chapter requires more reading. So, page number 2, you can see the definition. What is natural numbers? It's simple. The counting numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, and it goes infinitely. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 goes infinitely. So the counting numbers. So natural numbers. A natural number 1, 2, 3, 4, etc. is called a natural numbers, and it represents a capital letter N. Now today onwards, wherever the capital letter N is there, so you remember it is the family of the natural numbers. N represents the natural numbers. Done? Okay. Now the second one is the set of whole numbers. WHOL. The set of whole numbers. Natural numbers followed by whole numbers. The whole numbers are representing by capital letter W. Capital letter W. The whole numbers are representing by W. And it is similar, same as the natural number, but one thing is there, it includes 0. It includes 0. So the whole number begins with the 0. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, etc., etc., and it goes infinitely. So the whole numbers. Okay, now the whole numbers are representing by W, and it begins with the 0. Natural number begins with the 1, and the whole number begins with the 0. So the classification of number, first one is natural number and representing by N, and the whole number, second one is whole number is representing by W, and third category, third one is integers. Integers, and it's representing, integers are representing by capital letter Z. The last alphabet. Z. So Z is representing integers. It means a positive integer, negative integer, and 0. Look at this number line. All the integers are there. And the center 0. Right side positive integer 1, 2, 3, 4. And left side minus 1, 2, 3, 4. And these positive numbers, positive integers and negative integers. And together is called integers. So the integers are representing by Z, and it includes positive integers, negative integers, and 0. Positive integers, negative integers, and 0. Now, the next group is rational numbers. Rational numbers is something new. Okay? You might have not heard about these rational numbers. These all are very familiar, I think. Natural numbers and the whole numbers and integers. Now the rational numbers. The rational numbers are representing by capital letter Q. The rational numbers are representing by capital letter Q. The definition is given in page number 3. So please take page number 3. Please see page number 3. The definition is there. A number is called a rational number which can be written in the form P upon Q. P upon Q. Numerator and denominator. Numerator, denominator. P upon Q. Number represents in a fractional form. The upper part is numerator and the lower part is denominator. Upper part is known as numerator and the lower part is fractional form. So the number, again I repeat, a rational number is representing by capital letter Q. A number is called a rational number. It can be written in the form of P by Q, where P and Q are any integer and Q not equal to 0. The denominator never becomes 0. If you divide with 0, then the answer will be infinite. Okay, so remember the Q, the denominator never becomes 0, and P and Q are any integers. Either it is positive or negative. That's it, nice. The P and Q be any integers, but the condition is Q not equal to 0. Q not equal to 0. So example is given. 5. 5 you can write 5 upon 1. The numerator you can write 5 and denominator you can write 1. So you can write in the fractional, the rational number form 5. You can write 5 upon 1. So 5 is called a rational number. 10 you can write in the fractional form 10 upon 1. So 10 is also a rational number. Minus 25. Negative integer. So you can write minus 25 upon 1. Minus 25 upon 1. So minus 25 is also a rational number. Okay, clear? Now moving to the next group. Irrational numbers. Irrational numbers. Irrational numbers. You can see on the page number 5. Irrational numbers. Irrational numbers representing by I. Page number 5. Irrational numbers. Irrational numbers. Rational number is representing by Q and irrational number is representing by I. What is the definition? A number which is irrational, it cannot be written in the form of P by Q. Opposite. The opposite of rational number. It cannot be written in the form of P by Q. If the number is not able to write in the form of P by Q, the fractional form, then such numbers are called a irrational number. The examples are given: root 2, root 3, root 5, root 6, root 7, root 10, root 11, root 12, root 13, root 14, root 15, and root 17. These all are examples of irrational numbers. And also pi, you know, the pi, the value 3.14. We are using this pi for doing mathematical sums. Pi. Okay, this symbol, do you remember this symbol pi? And this pi is also an irrational. So these all are the categories. Classification of numbers. Natural number is representing by N, whole numbers representing by W, integers representing by Z, rational numbers representing by Q, and irrational number representing by I. And finally, the last one is important one, the most important. I have told you, this is the heading of the first chapter of class 10, real numbers. Real numbers. So what is real numbers? Please take page number 6. The definition is given in the page number 6. What is real numbers? So the definition is the collection of all rational and irrational numbers together is called real numbers, and it is denoted by capital letter R. The collection of all these rational and irrational numbers, the collection of these two groups, rational numbers and irrational numbers, together will make the real numbers. So what to do is, you take a sack, big one, cotton sack, or a big bag. And first of all, you call this all natural number 1, 2, 3, 4. Catch them and put it in the bag. Okay? Now the bag contains all these natural numbers. Now call this 0 and catch him. And again you put it in the bag. Now it become all number. Now the bag contains the natural numbers and the 0. That means the rational number. Now you call this negative integer 1, 2, 3, 4, minus 1, minus 2, minus 4, minus 5, etc. Catch them and put it in the bag. Now this become integers. And then you call the fractions 1 upon 2, 5 by 1, 10 by 1, all these fractions, positive fractions and negative fractions. Catch them and keep it in the bag, put it in the bag. Then it become rational numbers. And you call that rational numbers, these root 2, root 5, root 5. Again, you catch them, put it in the bag. Now all these fellows together in the bag, and this whole bag contains the real numbers. This big bag, the bag contains real, natural number, whole number, integer, rational number and irrational numbers. Look at here. I have a very big bag. And all these numbers are in my bag, in this bag. So, and this bag is called real numbers. The collection of, this is what is written, the collection of all rational and irrational numbers together is called real numbers, and it is denoted by capital letter R. Remember, whenever you see the mathematics textbook, when you see the capital letter R, remember it is a real numbers. It represents the real numbers. And simply you can say the real numbers are called the father of all numbers. You can say the father of all the numbers because it includes all the different types of numbers. So you can simply call the real numbers are the father of all the numbers. Okay. Now the last point is given. What is co-prime? Page number 6 you can see what is co-prime. You know, prime numbers and we have learned the prime numbers and the composite numbers. A number which has only two factors, that is called a prime number, and a number which has more than two factors are called a composite number. Okay? A number which has only two factors are called a prime number. A number which has more than two factors are a composite number. Now what is co-prime? I will tell you a simple example. Two numbers. One is 2. The number 2. You can write the factors 1 into 2. 2 into 1, 1 into 2, as you like. Only two factors are there. Now second number is 3. So 3 you can write 1 into 3 or 3 into 1. So two factors are there. The factors of 2, 1 into 2, and the factors of 3, 1 into 2. Now look at here. And now these two numbers have 1 is common. 2, 1 into 2, and the factors of 3 is 1 into 3. And both these two numbers, 1 is common for these two numbers. And except this one, only 2 and 3 is there. Only 2 and 3 is there. That means here the two numbers have no common number other than 1. These two numbers 2 and 3 have no other common number. Only 1 is common. So such two numbers are called co-primes. Such two numbers are called co-primes. Here 2 and 3 are called co-primes. There should be only one common for these two numbers. If there is any other common number, it shouldn't be co-prime. So learn this point also. So I hope you enjoyed this our first lecture of mathematics E-class. So any doubt you can clarify with me. So homework for you. You need to make a good notebook, a special notebook for mathematics. So whenever you receive my video and the same day itself, listen carefully and complete the notes. You can keep your textbook, your table side. So read the textbook. I have told you almost page number 1 to 6 today I have covered. So read the complete pages 1 to 6 before, after watching my this video. So please take your textbook and read that pages 1 to 6 and find out all these points. If all these points are there or not. We have started with the number line, then started with number line, then classification of numbers, then real numbers and co-prime. So please read the textbook and complete the notebook neatly and cleanly. Your handwriting should be neat and clean, and every top of the page, please write your name, because nowadays everybody is sending the photocopy. You need to take the photograph. So that photograph should be very clear. And the top of the page, every top of the page, please write your name. So I can easily find out, because hundreds of pages daily uploading my mobile. So if you can write your name on the top of the page, it is very easy to find out. your name, and I can recognize your paper easily. So please, and also one more homework is there. Example 1, true or false. So please complete that example also. So we'll meet you next time, the next lecture. We will discuss about more things. That means the number line 0 and 1. Did you think any number between 0 and 1? If there is any number between 0 and 1? Yes, of course. In between 0 and 1, there is half. 1 upon 2. 1 by 2. 1 by 2, that is 0.5. So in between 0 and 1, there is point. In between 1 and 2, there is point. So the next lecture we will find out which are the numbers between these two positive integers or these two negative integers. Till then, we meet you next lecture. Thank you. Bye bye. Take care. Stay home. Stay safe.